Alright, hi folks! Welcome to another Minion Masters video. Now, just like the depraved men in Fear and Loathing that had to go into the Ether Binge, I finally decided to check out all the top leaderboard Valorian decks. So, if you don't know, Valorian's kind of like, kind of dominating the leaderboards right now. Well, actually, it's not as bad as it was though. There's more. Oh, they're there. They just moved down, so it's pretty similar. But the one I played was Saga's version, and I went 5-2 with it. So I was gonna show some of the games off. So let's just get into it, man. And then I saw a couple decks. The two decks that I lost to actually both look pretty interesting to me. So I might try to make versions of them and see if see how good they are. Really, look at my horse. Did this like it was running what's that guy? Stixies and Reckonators and Spirit Infusing him, and then a bunch of spam. Besides that, those were like the main kills of it. And it eventually got me. It was pretty close though. And then Repu, what was he doing? I think he was just like a Vulture Squadron type thing, but with you know, Wreck. So anyway, let's get into the games though. So here we go. So the first one's against Lizard, but both the decks that beat me look pretty cool. And the games were pretty close. Lizard kind of like, or not Lizard, the Wreck deck actually did a lot of damage to me early, but then I started coming back at the end. Just, he just kept cheesing me with, what was that? That friggin' infiltrations. He had like multiple infiltrations in the deck. And he eventually got there with them. Alright. So, we actually have a couple cool answers to this. We have this one, which I didn't time very well. Like, it only takes out like a chunk of them. But we also have the Grenadier, and we have this Sunburns. So we have like numerous answers to Lord Thelic, which is pretty cool.
The light strengthens.
So, yeah, we get like a nice little chunk back of damage here. So I decided to try to save my Sunburns for Thelic when I could. I think I use a couple off Thelic, but for the most part, I wanted to save this card for whenever Thelic appeared. So here we go. Should be a Sunburn right here. Which I missed one. But it was pretty good. So that was a pretty painless Thelic.
I told you I'm mighty.
And I think I just played the Wolf Among Sheep right there, yeah. I wanted to set up like a good push coming back his way. And I think I used Sunburn here to get rid of the Crystal Archers just to get damage in. Oh wait, no I don't, okay. Never mind, I take that back. I held my ground and saved the Sunburn for the Thelic. Alright. And that was a good Crystal Burst. But I After this, I was kind of like, all right, we got this. This looks. I don't think you can hang with how weenie we are, you know. And the Valorian heals. And we just can't let, Thelic beat us, is what I was thinking.
The light strengthens.
So this is another pretty good Sunburn. Again, I missed one. And I think I just used, Valorian's power. I forget what it's called. His dive bomb power. Yeah, that was another good resonating crystal blast. Unfortunately, it was not enough. So I think I sent her right here. And I thought I was gonna win it, but it wasn't quite enough damage. And I didn't have and I wasted the Sunburn, so I hit the Thelic now. I think I flayed the, yeah. And he takes out most of the stuff there. It's pretty nice. And then we have Sunburn again for the win. There it is. What is that power called? Ah, damn it. We'll find out in the next game. It's fine. I forget. The Valorian charge. That's what we'll call it. Alright. So moving on. No, the deck's, obviously good since, all the all the people are running it at the top there. I was pretty impressed with it. Alright, so this is the Reckonator, and this is against Digital T-Rex, which is a cool name. I really like his name.
Masters,
Oh, and it is Valorian on Valorian. But he is playing, I think, like a knockoff on the top Valorian deck, though, because he had a Harbinger in his, which the very, very top Valorian deck, I forget who's writing it, has a Harbinger in it.
To resist defeat is to turn from the light.
Alright. So we established early dominance here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that was a good Daggerfall. And we got a nice little chunk of damage right there. And my plan with Defenso choppers, I usually just let them go by unless there's something you have to deal with, just because they don't do any damage really. And that was a miss on the Sunburn. Complete miss on the Sunburn. And Nether Bat's so powerful now. Especially you get 3 of them. And I think I just play the whip to take these guys out. Which is cool, is the whip takes them out in one shot too, which is nice. And, the Grenadier takes care of the Defenso chopper. It's fine. Doesn't have to be fast. And, I was hoping he didn't have the Daggerfall. So far so good without the Daggerfall. And then I play the whip. And I forgot to look with that spell is. Alright. I kind of overkilled the Harbinger, though. I guess the whip was good enough. I could have saved that extra mana point. So that's been my strategy every single time here, is just let the Defenso chopper go, and you know, go to the base and just take care of everything else. I keep making pushes. Which unfortunately, the stint was sacrificed there. And we're getting some really good damage in right there. And I was expecting the Crossbow guys to be behind him, so I was like, oh, cool, you know, whatever. But unfortunately, he killed off my Crossbow guys. And Searing Light, that is what the card's called.
I will never give in.
So, yeah, no, this is seemed pretty clockwork once I figured out what his deck was about, you know. Unfortunately, our Scrats were sacrificed there. I think I just played the Lash of Almon to end the game. And there it is. Alright, so moving on. So I'll probably play with this deck more later tonight. I just got off work, so I am back to work, unfortunately. But it was a nice couple weeks of vacation. Sorry I couldn't put out more videos. The kids were more of a handful than I thought they were going to be, so I thought I was going to be pumping out a lot more videos than I did. But, you know, I pumped out what I could. And I will, you know, always try to pump out as much as I can for you guys. So we want it from our point of view, from the awesome Valorian armor point of view, that I cracked out that one season to get enough red gems to buy, because it looks cool as hell.
Hide in your shadows, void scum. I
Alright.
will find you. For the Imperium.
Yeah, so if you don't know, with the level up system, if you're a newer player, if you get diamond in each category, teams, pre-mades, and solo, you get 100 red crystals, which is pretty much the best way to get red crystals without, you know, buying them or them being free in the chest or something. So there with the wizard, I just sunburned her to get rid of her. Now, this deck was really annoying. Like, this was a deck I knew, I was like, alright, I think I can just keep taking the bridges and beat him Mana Frenzy. And that's what was my thought for the whole game. Because this deck was so annoying. He had multiple wizard puffs and just a bunch of big guys. So my whole goal was to, like, not play much of anything and then just take, like, bridges. And, yeah, Reckonators. Plus he had the 8 mana dude, I think. We'll see them all. But I was figuring that I could beat him in like Mana Frenzy. And unfortunately, yeah, they didn't do enough damage to take out that. Auspicious start for sure. Yeah, I was getting my butt kicked in the beginning of this game. His deck was pretty frustrating. So now that I got the hang of his deck, I think we start playing a little smarter. It took a bit. It took a bit to figure it out, that's all. I think I just Lash here. And so what's nice is we are getting some pretty incremental damage in here too. And these guys take out the Reckoner a lot easier than all the other stuff. And I think I just Sunburn this wizard whenever I see her. So there should be like a Sunburn coming at her.
Back to shadows.
Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn. Just Lash. Oh, and he counts as a mythic dude or whatever, so he doesn't turn into a puff. He only takes half damage, which is fantastic. So I think my plan here was to play Defenso Chopper, and then I play Wolf Among Sheep in the back. And I ended up wasting a Sunburn there, but I guess it's alright because it took out the Tombstone. Alright, so our plan of winning in Mana Frenzy now is coming to fruition. I think I either, yeah, okay. I do the Searing Light. And we're 30 points up. We're 10 points off Mana Frenzy. And I just keep flying the Fresher. Because I'm sensing blood in the water now. And there it is, Mana Frenzy. So now it's just spam city. And they're not going to be able to handle the spam. And I think I Sunburner. Or I just Lash. Oh, I do both. And Searing Light. Well, I didn't Lash. There it is. Fantastic. So you do have to kind of know what you're up against. I knew I was gonna have a hard time beating him without it being Mana Frenzy, so I was trying to play it for Mana Frenzy. Alright. Dude, you talk about like a cancerous deck, dude. All these Mordar decks are, ugh. That one was bad. And then I play against, right after that, I played another Mordar. And it's the sniper version of Mordar. So I was like, alright, so this is another Mana Frenzy game. But I was able to maintain the bridges for Mana Frenzy a lot better in this one. Because he didn't have a bunch of like big dudes to like push me around. Though endless snipers. Endless snipers. So many snipers.
Hide in your shadows, void
Give me those
scum.
viewers, fighters.
I
Let's
will
go.
find you. When the battle calls, I answer.
So yeah, I was told like, oh man, second order, there's the first sniper. So I think I just sunburned him. And wall. And next sniper. And unfortunately I only have the Lash, and I have the Sunburns, and that's about all I can do with the snipers. But I do get some damage in right here. So I got Stixies with the Lash. He fortunately like split up his snipers, so like I wasn't able to, you know, get them both. And I think I just play the Zealots, the Burning Fist here. It's a nice split. And there's more sniper hell. And I was able to kill one, but I just pissed off the other sniper, so that was unfortunate. But he does die here, I think. There it is. And all the snipers are accounted for again.
The fight strengthens.
And minimal base damage. Actually, he does pretty good damage still. That was actually a nice little chunk. Oh, I have Searing Lights to take out snipers too. So this isn't a terrible match for the snipers. Just he's very annoying with his tombstones and snipers. So I got a Stixies. Oh, Stixies reincarnated though. So I kill everything but the worst one, the Stixies. And I ended up sunburning the Stixies. But, you know, we're up. Well, we're only up 20 points now because he has the experienced sniper. But, yeah, I knew that I wasn't going to. This is another one where, like, I knew I had to get into Mana Frenzy to get this one. I think I just Searing Light this. And then I Lash over here, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, oh man, I wish I had Lashed the Stixies instead. And I'm not sure if he had Spirit Infusion too. I think he might have been Spirit Infusing too. I'll have to see. Because it looked like at one point he got Spirit Infusions without I didn't know how he got them. Unless he just has multiple Ghost Torch in it. See, like, you got Spirit Infused without the Ghost Torch dying. Maybe I have to review tape. Maybe he had multiple ones. Alright. And, we're able to deal with their stuff again. Now we're up like 40 points on experience. So we're like about 40 points away from winning the game. We just had to keep maintaining. You know, oh, I know how you got the. This is the skeleton. This is how you got the spirit infusion. He's running the spirit infusion skeletons. So this is kind of nasty because he got multiple spirit infusions. So his deck was going into full like annoying mode here, but it was a little late, I think, because we're about 20 points off from winning it, and I missed with the sunburn there. But I was like, oh man, this is so annoying. Like, look at this hell that he's built. Yeah, I think I played the Searing Light. I should have played it over a little bit. I would have hit all those friggin' snipers. This is so nasty. Alright, so I killed off one of the snipers again. And we are 3 points away from Mana Frenzy. And there's no snipers on the board except for that guy. And so now is just dumping troops. So his snipers cannot hang with us anymore. And unfortunately I missed with that Searing Light. I was trying to time it for when the 60s appeared, but we ended up killing the 60s anyway. But this is a little easier to dominate the boards on than the other one, because the other one had the big monsters. So getting the Mana Frenzy in that one was a little rougher. And there it is. Cancer. But yeah, so that's probably why, because the Mordar decks are really popular right now too, so that might be why this deck's so popular too. It seems to be a pretty good matchup against the Mordar garbage. Maybe a counter to it or something. So alright. And so the last one we have to show you is against the Ravenger. So yeah, I suggest the number 4 deck. Saga's Valorian deck is fantastic. I mean, all the Valorian decks on the list are probably fantastic. They're pretty similar. Except for like I said, the top one I think runs Harbinger instead. Alright, here we go.
It's Minion Masters! Let's go!
And so the one thing with whenever I play against Ravenger, is always worry about the Brutus pushes. Like the first one and the last one is usually when Ravenger can really end you, getting that extra big beefy guy in there. So I try to like have like a stable board before that Ravenger comes out, or like a dominant board. If you don't get that, like that, sometimes games against Ravenger can be pretty rough if they've got like a nice push going and then the Ravenger comes out and they can keep feeding the push. But this is pretty sweet right here. So I sunburned that one plane. I don't know if I should have maybe sunburned these guys over here. I think I sunburned them right like a second or two before, or right as he was playing that. But they end up like kind of crooked anyway, so it's fine. And so I was feeling pretty good, especially after he played the laser turret. I was like, okay, he just kind of wasted 5 mana, like on the Scrat Horde or whatever. Then I have like the Defenso chopper and whatever I want to kill him with, you know. And I was figuring he would play Infiltration again, so I was getting ready. I just played the Zealots. And there we're at. Nah, it's fun. Like, I had a big time feeling that the infiltration thing was gonna happen. It's kind of weird. I guess the assassin was following him, and then it ended up hitting those guys. I was kind of wondering how, because I saw the smoke for the assassin, but I was like, dude, how come? Where did he go, man? And I kind of wish I had done the whip over here, maybe. But we still get some pretty sick damage in right there. And I knew I was going to take some damage here because I didn't have the whip of Amen, and then this guy's coming, so I was like, all right, this is going to be like half my life right here, right? And he even does like a little pushover. I think I play the Grenadier to kind of help it. Then he has another infiltration, so he was kind of like a dirty dog infiltration too. I kind of sunburned these guys. Oh, there, I did sunburn them to save a little bit of damage. And I whipped the laser turret. Which is kind of nice.
The light strengthens.
So I think I Searing Light, yeah. Unfortunately, not in time to, like, if I had done it a little bit quicker, we might have been able to end it right there. But I think I sunburned the base just because I think he was low enough to, like, finish him. Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. All right. There. So he got some pretty sick damage with those 2 infiltrations. Lots of infiltrations. And that was like, I guess he didn't have anything better to play than the laser turret. I don't know. It was an odd placement of the laser turret. But it just delayed the inevitable, I guess. Alright, guys. Well, that is it for the top Valorian decks. Like I said, I'll probably play with it a little bit more tonight, but I'm probably not going to post any more videos on it. I'm going to test out those 2 decks that I lost to, see if I want to make videos on them, because I thought they were both pretty interesting. The Rappo one seemed a little more cancerous, because it was just like Spirit Infusing Stixies and Reconators, which, you know, like, if you're playing against it, you just want to, like, shoot yourself, probably. But, anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later.